E-learning at SQU to me is a very crucial element for teaching and learning, not only to the instructor at SQU, but also to the experience that SQU students should be involved in.
بالنسبة للتعليم الإلكتروني وما يحويه من تقنيات حديثة، ساعد كل من المعلم والمتعلم على أداء أدوارهم بالشكل المطلوب، وبالتالي رفع الكفاءة العملية التعليمية.
I think that e-learning or using models in the university is a very advanced way of improving the teaching methods to meet all the students' personalities and needs.
I think that e-learning has made me think a little bit further about how I can still achieve learner outcomes, but rather than by giving the students the information, using the e-learning tools to make them think about issues, think about topics that will lead them to finding the information on their own.
Through online technology or through Moodle, I can just put the links of some of the best applications for students to go there, to view, and then I give them the chance to actually negotiate, talk about it, respond to it either through chats, which is more instantaneously, and through forums, which are, they take some time to actually discuss and think about things.
And as far as anatomy is concerned, we use a lot of e-learning resources that include videos, that include colored images in our teaching. In addition, we have students who teach other students, and the e-learning platform provide that forum where students exchange information, where students share information and teach one another, so that as tutors we facilitate their learning by empowering them to be able to take responsibility for their learning through finding resources and sharing the resources amongst themselves.
بالنسبة للتعلم الجامعي فهو قائم على التعلم الذاتي للطالب، وبالتالي نحن نحتاج هذه الوسائل التعليمية للارتقاء بالعملية التعليمية ككل. فالطالب يستخدم هذه الوسائل الحديثة والتقنيات الحديثة في اكتساب المعارف والمهارات لتطوير ذاته.
Social learning is in fact effective. For example, the forums and the wikis are two collaborative tools which can be used to think up activities that the students take part in groups, and where the teacher does not intervene, and students learn from expressing those things that they have understood, and perhaps from expressing those things that they haven't understood. But where the learning takes place is by externalizing this with their peers, with the other colleagues, the other classmates, and finding out what they have understood and what they haven't.
I believe that the most effective e-learning tool is the discussion forum, because it allows students to see how other students think and what are their opinions, and to reflect with other students' thoughts and ideas.
Online technology does is that it gives equal opportunity for all students to participate and to have their voices heard.
ما يميز التعلم الإلكتروني سهولة التواصل بين المعلم والمتعلمين، وكذلك سهولة التواصل بين المتعلمين أنفسهم.
The other thing was the interactivity among the students within forums, which I quite depend on as well. And it also fosters collaboration between learners. For instance, when I use wikis, which I will highlight later on, get students to cooperate together, usually after the classroom, to work on certain topics that I give them or assign them during the class, where they would meet either face-to-face or online, so they can construct a specific composition about the topic assigned to them online.
I think that the most effective tool used in e-learning is chatting, because it offers the student the chance to communicate with other students whom she or he cannot communicate or have a discussion with in the classroom, considering the social and the cultural aspects of our society.
شخصياً التعليم الإلكتروني أفادني في كثير من النقاط، بس أبرز النقاط اللي أفادني فيها هي تنظيم وإدارة الوقت. طبعاً الكل يعرف أن في الأونلاين ليرنينج المقررات تكون مطروحة في كافة الأوقات، بمعنى آخر أنك أنت ممكن تدرس في الوقت المناسب حالك في الوقت اللي يناسبك. أيضاً بالنسبة لتسليم الأسايمنتس أو ما يسمى الواجبات، أيضاً هذه نفس الشيء، الوقت مطروح لك والمفتوح للطالب على أساس أنه يسلم في الوقت المناسب له.
So compared to the traditional method, where it is from the teacher to the student, the e-learning platform provides a two-way communication, which also includes from the student to the teacher and from the student to other students as well.
Are we preparing students for tomorrow, or are we preparing them for yesterday? If we are preparing students for tomorrow, then we really need to keep up with them and really think about what will that tomorrow look like. So you cannot just keep doing the same practices that you've used in yesterday or in the past and expect that the students will accept that and find that interesting and find that beneficial for them. So I think if you as an instructor care about preparing students for tomorrow, then really you have to use the technology of today and probably of tomorrow to get them to that point.
And one of the skills that are needed are clearly the skills of having to work in this digital age. And therefore, for the student to be exposed to digital content, to be exposed to digital learning, to be exposed to e-learning, that would certainly give them the edge when it comes to the job market, when it comes to being competitive. And therefore, using e-learning whilst in the university would certainly provide the student with the necessary skill that would enable them to compete favorably in today's digital market.
The teacher is still a key player in e-learning. The role is different. You are no longer a transmitter of information in e-learning, but you are a designer of activities that will allow the students to construct the information for themselves in ways which are very different from the traditional type of learning.
I think you're depriving yourself, first of all, as an instructor, from a lot of the advantages that the course management systems like Moodle would give you. And also you're depriving your students from, different perspective on learning.
I think it's something that all instructors at SQU should make use of. It's something that the university invested a lot in, and it's really, really worth it academically and even in terms of using the available resources at SQU.
The teacher of tomorrow or the tutor of tomorrow will be the tutor that would use the available teaching technology of the day to be able to facilitate learning of their students.